I'm hunting rabbit. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well this wonderful morning. Sorry about that. It is a beautiful day. We're firing up. We're getting ready to do some interesting stuff today. Will I see the beginning? Will I be here? Will Shizzy be here? Will he be muted? Will there be cicadas? These questions and many more will be answered later today. There's still time for me to screw up. Disco Groovy. I have docs in an hour, and I'll be back in time for the laughs. Turn on your bell, Shizzy. Turn on your red light. Oh, nice. Hey, Kate Marshall, good to see you. Nicola Maxwell, Jeffrey Montgomery, Melanie Beeman. Good morning, everybody. Buttletown. Good morning. How's the wife? Giggity. Yeah, she is good. She is good. I did get to spend some time with her. Don't you worry. Of course, I have an entire weekend that we'll be spending quite a bit of time together. It's a good thing. So, Aaron, Olivia, nice, cool gamer. Good morning, Aaron, Olivia. Nice to see you, Roxanne. You don't have to turn on. Good morning, all. I am trying to decide coffee or sleep. Coffee, sleep. I don't know. It is, whichever you decide, it'll be the right decision. I promise. For the record, I haven't seen the beginning. Shizzy is here, not muted, no cicadas. Well, there will be cicadas. There's still time. There's still time for that. Good morning, all. Happy hump day. That is right. Today is hump day. So what do you guys have planned for getting over the hump today? Captain Kern, good morning, good morning. Yes. And Lexi, happy new day. Happy new day. Good to see you, Lexi. This is the first thing that's been popping up this morning on me, and it kills me. I just laugh every time I see this.
That's why you like Trump, because you benefited under him. Fuck all the other people. He fucked over 3 ways to Sunday. You benefited from him, so it's okay. And by the way, we did have war under Trump. Or did you forget about Afghanistan? Did you forget about him releasing and leaving the bases to the Afghanistani people with the arms, and then Biden got blamed for killing of the troops? Remember that? We had war with Trump, dumbass.
Oh, today is your Thursday, and you're already tired. I couldn't help it. I had to show that. As I saw that, I was like, oh, what a beautiful way to start out the morning. There's just no fixing it. There is no fixing broken people. Oh man. So yesterday, I mentioned this yesterday, which was, I was curious why, if it was such an important thing, why it wasn't being brought up, and why it wasn't being shown as a fact check. Guess what? They did it as a fact check. It kills me. It kills me. I laughed so damn hard whenever I saw it. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. They're actually saying this. They didn't even change the headline. They just moved it over into fact checking. That's one very confused person I know. Some ass personified. Oh, she has right into her dumb opinion. Exactly. Oh no, Trump was planning on getting this out, but was not announcing it to the enemy. Complaint information is valid because people are silly. It happens. Yo, keep me company in hospital. Shizzy, regretting this instantly. The worst. Laughing hurts. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I gotta keep it. I have to keep it lighthearted. Oh my gosh, Aaron Olivia. You got to Nebraska last night, Illinois tonight, watch my kids track meet, then off to Tennessee Thursday night to hang with F&L Fridays. Well, this right here is going to be for you because you need to have that morning kind of, intro that says thank you so much. So I'm giving you a good, this. Thank you, Aaron Olivia, for the super chat. That is so awesome. We might just use this for a song today. I think that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna create a song for you and for Friday Night Live because damn it, that is so wonderful. And I can do this up right here. And you basically wrote the lyrics right there. Got to Nebraska. I'm making a song for you today. That's awesome. Illinois to tonight to watch Nebraska last night. Yeah, there we go. Nebraska last night. Illinois tonight to watch kids track meet. And then we're going to put it off to Tennessee to watch. Off to Tennessee to hang with Friday Night Live and friends. That's awesome. Yeah, you've got your song written right there. That's gonna be our song. That way I can have that thing come out Friday morning. It's gonna be awesome. You got the best laugh. Bad for me though. I'm sorry. I can't help it. See, Aaron Olivia, I like putting a smile on your face. Shizzy. Just to pop in before bed. No bad thoughts. Now, that's awesome. Aaron, you're gonna be a member of the Shizzy Song Club. Congratulations. Nicola. Oh, got one for you too. Thanks, Shizzy. I've missed you. You're the worst but the best too. Shout out from Cloudy Clammy, Scotland. Much love. Yes. And here we go. This one is for you, Nicola. This one is for you.
Stick in your two fingers like this, and then place your thumb on top like so. That will increase the pleasure.
Thank you, Nicola. Or is it Nicola? I think it's Nicola. I'm always confused on that, but yes, I visited Scotland with my wife, and the thing is I found out that that Scotland and Wales are nowhere near each other. Welsh lady can attest to that. She's in Wales. Oh, well, you got in here. And it's going to be Nicola. And make sure I get the name right. Nicola. Nicola says, Shizzy, you're the best, the worst. And shout out. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Shout out from Cold, clammy Scotland. And what we're going to do with that one? I think with let's see, Nebraska, Illinois, and this is going to have to be a truck driving. So the first one we got there, which was from Aaron Olivia. We're going to do that as a truck driving country song, because you're going to be on the road. Country song. And with Nicola, we're going to do a let's see, if we're going to have a like a dirge from Scotland, or a Gaelic dirge. How's that? Well, it's got to have bagpipes. It has to have bagpipes if it's from Scotland. Let's see. We're going to do, what would be the style of music that you'd find from Scotland? We'll just say Gaelic. Gaelic with bagpipes. Yeah, we'll do that. Good morning, y'all. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, from Scotland. It's all in the technique. The second one? Oh yeah, you get the second one. The Scots and Welsh are both Celts, though with Irish folks, Nicola, not Nicole, with an A whacked on the end. Nicola. Okay. Hey everyone. Oh, this is going to be funny. Oh yes. Good morning, Tammy Bugard. How is it going? Hey Tammy, got your coffee? Oh yes. This is awesome. Highland Scottish country and step dancing. But I wanted to have a little bit more of that. Just sort of like that's what I'm looking for. Just something that has that like tempo to it. As I was saying, so we'll go back to this for a second here. So yesterday I made this suggestion that if this all was really true, that why doesn't AP put this down as a fact check? Why is it that everything that Trump says, they come out and put it as a news story instead of putting it down as doing a fact check? And sometimes the fact check should be on themselves. Well, they took it to a different place. Well, you know what? I can probably put all of those in there. Let's see, Scottish country. I'm gonna put Highland step dancing. How's that? Bagpipes. Highland step dancing. That'll work. You're better than an alarm clock. You're awake now. Awesome. Good morning, Melanie Beeman, King Baco. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry if I missed anybody. Hey, Ogie, good to see you. Good morning, all. Good morning. All right. So this was the story that I talked about yesterday. And it has not changed. The story hasn't changed. They just added to it. I joke not. AP moved this over to a fact check. I don't know. Are they listening to me? Is that what they're doing? Is AP listening to me in the morning going, damn it, that shissy, we're going to have to put this down as a fact check. Now, the story hasn't changed. They just doubled down. That's all. So let's hear what they have to say. It says, in New York, it was 7 a.m. on a recent Friday when Wang Gang, see, we talked about Wang Gang yesterday. I mean, I'm sorry, if my name was Wang Gang, I would change it. 36-year-old Chinese immigrant jostled for a day job in New York City's Flushing neighborhood when a potential employer pulled up near the street corner home to a Chinese bakery and pharmacy. Wang and dozens of other men swarmed around the car. I mean, should I use this as more of a oh, I've got so many things I could do with this. It's so bad. They were hoping to be picked up for work on a construction site, at a farm, as a mover, anything that would pay. It would be another day without a job since he crossed the southern U.S. border illegally, so he's an illegal immigrant. That hasn't changed. It's wonderful. Let's talk about what's under those kilts. You know what's under those kilts? Your mother's lipstick. Wang had no luck. Even as he waited for 2 hours, it would be another day without a job since he crossed illegally, or making him an illegal alien. The daily struggle of Chinese immigrants in Flushing is a far cry from the picture former President Trump and other Republicans have sought to paint them at, a coordinated group of military-aged men who have come to the United States to build an army and attack America. Yes. It doesn't matter what they're doing here. They're here illegally. It doesn't matter if they're building a little army. Sure, he's alluding to this. Does it mean that he's saying, does it mean what it says that they're saying? Because what he said so far that makes them, I guess, so upset is they're coming from China. 31,000, 32,000 over the last few months, and they're all military age and mostly are men.
Yeah, mostly men. They're coming in from China over the last few months, and they're all military age, and most of them. And it sounds to me like they're trying to build a little army in our country. Is that what they're trying to do?
There you go. So does it say that he's accusing them of that? Or is it more that that's what they're saying? I only know. It goes in ut. That's so awesome. Nay, laddie, beneath the Scottish skirt is naught but what God hath graced upon him upon his birth. Lefty, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Shizzy, please excuse me, but I will mostly be listening this morning. I have to finish getting ready for physical therapy at 9. Well, you have a wonderful day and listen away. Why is Chinese guy wearing a kilt? You know, because it's what God endowed him with. Kilt with underwear is a shameful here. Scots only, or Celtic heritage. Interesting story, which I forgot entirely about this. My wife had to remind me that her father's family comes from Wales, not Scotland. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Oh, Buttletown. Would you rather he not wear the kilt? Better than nothing. How else can you do your moony way your knickers on? That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes. In other words, how can you moon somebody whenever you got your drawers under you? And they're all military age, and they're mostly men, as Trump and others exploit a surge in Chinese border crossings. Well, that's, how about this? It's not just them. Why would they be flying to China? Why would they be flying from China to a bordering country just to then get on a bus and come to the United States and come across en masse? I mean, sounds to me like it could be an army. Isn't that what Trump asked? Maybe it's the phrasing. No. That's not what it is, because this just gives the AP and other news stations and all those that like to report on this Asian advocacy organizations worry about the rhetoric that would encourage further harassment and violence towards the Asian community. Asian people in the U.S. already experienced a spike in hate incidents fueled by xenophobic rhetoric during the coup. I think there was only one group of people that was experiencing that from another group. Because if I'm not mistaken, what Trump initially did was to shut down the borders until they could figure out where this virus was coming from. They already knew where the virus was coming from because people like Fauci knew all about it in the first place. He knew where it was coming from, who actually designed it. Don't forget to flush after a whiz. Good morning, expert. Good morning. But it's amazing to me that yesterday I reported on this and it was not in the fact checking area. Now it's over in the fact checking area. And it's just like, the trip is deadly. Okay, Wang, he traveled from Ecuador. Why doesn't he just stay in Ecuador? I mean, that would make sense to me. Stay in the first country that you come to if you're looking for asylum. I mean, that would be my thought. It doesn't mean that's how it's going to happen, but that would sort of be my thought. But yeah, as I said, this is hilarious that yesterday it was in one place, now it's in another. They had to change it because it became more important. More important than anything else. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, now we get to talk about the popo. That's gonna be fun. Here's the news this morning. AP investigation. In hundreds of deadly police encounters, officers broke multiple safety guidelines. Hundreds. Oh. So just hundreds. But why did they do that? Because he said, here, we'll just say it in this guy's voice. How about we say it in his voice?
In hundreds of deaths where police use force meant to stop someone without killing them, officers violated well-known guidelines for a safety restraint, and some doing people not simply once or twice, but multiple times.
Good morning, expert. Hey, you guys should have an invite. Welcome to come by and chill out a little bit of what you've got going on. We've got some really good stuff happening with these guys. Have a good one, expert. You take care. Send over some cool people. Have them come in, swing by, say hello. Let us know what's going on, because today we got people coming in. You got bakers already there. You've got, like, the party is happening at Expert's. I doubt that Expert has gone to sleep yet. That's probably what is going on. He got up this morning. He went, oh, you know what? I've been sitting for too many hours. So yeah, he is probably just now going to sleep. Awesome. Most violations involve pinning people face down in ways that could restrict their breathing and stunning them repeatedly with tasers. You know, here's an idea. Don't be a criminal and don't run from the police. I mean, if you are going to be a criminal, whenever the police tell you to stop, freeze, whenever you're being subdued, let's subdue them face up so that way they can kick, fight, and scream a little bit more. Yes, it sucks. You're pinned face down. He's right. I know I was. I know how you are, expert. You were up into the wee hours of the morning. And then you just got up and you were like, oh, why am I? Oh, it's so tired. I'm going to go to bed. Because he's gonna get up later today and he's gonna do it all over again. That's why he's getting warmed up for Friday Night Live, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what's going on with Friday Night Live, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. It's going to be Friday Night Live in Tennessee. The wee hours cicada weed. Speaking of cicada weed, I think it's time for another cup of coffee. How about you guys? You guys want to get another coffee? Won't you be my neighbor? let's get some coffee in our system right here. We'll make this happen. let me get this thing set up so I can go and grab a little bit of coffee, and you guys get to hang out with Rambo for a little bit. I will be right back. And as soon as that opens, there we go. Oh yeah, Rambo got the Rambo. Here he is. All right. Oh damn, he disappeared. Well, we did have somebody that jumped in the back room, and they'll probably be back. They more than likely had to make a phone call, so sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh yes, you got to see a little bit of the wee hour cicada show. Got that. Oh, that was aren't you? You're going to Dollywood to summon the cicadas, aren't you? No, I am going to be in Charleston, so I will not be able to. That was my next decision. Thanks for making it for me, Shizzy. Oh, yes. Making decisions this time of the morning. Just got your coffee, left early this morning, had to warm it up in a microwave. Been there since 5:15 in the morning. Woo! Entomologist, what dream is about to happen? Trillions of cicadas hatching. Well, good morning, Sydney. Cindy, damn it. Cindy Snyder, good morning. Welcome. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we had some of these law enforcement officers that were doing some crazy stuff, as you can see, but why would the AP find it necessary to make this whole thing about this? Because it says officers breach guidelines in 3 or more ways in roughly 440 deaths, or about 45% of the time. In others, a single mistake sometimes fueled life-threatening injuries. Many who died were on drugs or alcohol or had underlying medical conditions making them more vulnerable to misapplied force. So what it's saying here, if I may, what it's saying here to all of you fine folks is that in 45% of these, there were guidelines that were breached. What were the guidelines that were breached? Well, it doesn't tell you. That's where it becomes very interesting, because their statistics aren't quite matching up. Was it because of them holding them down, pinning them down, stopping them from, freaking out or acting weird. But of course, it says many of those who died were on drugs or alcohol. So basically, what the AP is saying, without, they have to couch it properly here. What the AP is saying is that the reason that these deaths happen, what they're trying to say is the reason these deaths happen is because police did something bad or inappropriate or wrong. Now, they don't tell you about how many police officers have died because of not doing it right or following proper procedure. They don't tell you about those. They don't tell you that people have underlined, they say it here so they can come back and back off what they said. What they're saying here is they had underlying medical conditions, like maybe they were on drugs, maybe they're on alcohol, maybe they had a bad heart, and then they got tased, and all of a sudden now they're no longer with us. But it does happen. And whenever they say, well, it makes them more vulnerable to misapplied force, how are you supposed to know whether somebody is on drugs at the time or alcohol, or that they've got an underlying condition? They are acting as attacking somebody, and the police are there after the fact. And about 30% of these deaths, so 30% of the 30 or the 45%. So take a little less than half, and then you take 30% of that little less than half of the deaths where police went outside the guidelines multiple times. The officers or bystanders were facing imminent or potential danger. So less than half of those instances, with those 45 that had underlying conditions, did something inappropriate, got pinned down, all that kind of stuff. Well, the police went outside the guidelines because somebody was under imminent threat or potential danger. Because of how policing is set up in the U.S., there are no national rules for how officers apply force. Now, it doesn't matter. And I'll explain. Best practices provide some direction, but aren't mandatory. In the end, individual departments or states set their own policies and trainings. And that's where you leave it to the states or the police force to apply whatever means they find necessary. I would suspect some place that has a population of, say, 1,000 people, where everybody knows the local sheriff or the local, police department, that more than likely their practices are not going to be to handcuff somebody face down, because they know everybody. It may be that, they shoot them in the kneecaps or something like that. Isn't that what Joe Biden wants people to do? Why don't they just shoot him in the kneecaps? I guess it would depend on how good the shot that sheriff is. Can he hit him in the kneecaps multiple times while he's being charged with a firearm? I don't know. You have to make your best judgment. Am I saying that the police are immune from doing this? No, I'm just saying that generally, as a general rule, you're breaking the freaking law. If you're breaking the law, even if you're not breaking the law, just freaking comply. And if they give you confusing messages, well, that's because they've made policies that all the good police do not want to be here anymore. They've made it where, you can't arrest them if they've stolen under 1,000. You can't even go after them. You can't prosecute them. So police are just like, well, why am I going to risk my life, my reputation, to, stop a bunch of thieves breaking into a store and stealing stuff? I'll just let them go. They can just walk right on by. Because if I engage with them, then I'm going to be accused of being racist or some other crap like that. It is stupid and ridiculous. And then you end up with cops that are not so good. It does happen. Directives from the federal government would help establish consistent use of force. Yeah, the federal government, they use waterboarding. Come on. The reason why officers didn't follow guidelines varied. The same reason why people don't listen to the police and fight them. A few times, officers specifically credited their training with helping avoid mistakes. One Ohio deputy, for example, holstered his taser after he told a 60-year-old man wanted on a warrant. After he was told a 60-year-old man wanted on a warrant had heart trouble. Yeah. And what's your point? A former officer believes nearly all police do get it right. Well, he is a former officer. Most encounters don't involve force, and the solution for avoiding trouble is almost always straightforward. Comply with police. Wow, didn't I just say this already? By continuing to resist and continue to fight law enforcement, you're putting yourself at risk. Yeah, when officers deal with people who are volatile or can't comprehend commands, they sometimes need to use force outside best practices, even if that means doing violent things to go home to their families. How is this any different than what I said? AP's investigation done in collaboration with Howard Centers for Investigative Journalism. Oh, PBS. PBS, you can go suck a dong. You don't use best practices anyway. So the hell with them. But what do I know, right? maybe there's just times they call in those people as they were talking about when Floyd died. Mm-hmm. If someone is called for domestic violence, they arrive and there's nobody bleeding to death, no immediate threat, then they must take someone to the ground, arrest them without talking to them. No, not really. They don't have to. But if someone is taking a swing at a police officer or doing something violent, then most definitely you're going to take somebody down. Maybe those are the times they can call in those people as they were talking about when Floyd died. Sure. It would have been wonderful if they would have called in a social worker, because that would have helped. That would have talked him into getting into the police car. Right? That would have got George Floyd in the police car. He would have crawled right in there without a problem. Amazing, huh? He also probably would have, not spit out the fentanyl on the ground. He probably also, having that person there would have helped George Floyd not try to pass off a counterfeit bill. I mean, all of those things would have happened. Hey, Miami, how you doing, young lady? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope your trip is going well. I saw someone earlier. They're welcome to come back. I'll bring them up. It'll be interesting. But they may, because they're driving, it may be that they just lost connection. I thought I sent one to the T-Rex. Did I not? I bet you I didn't. I'm so horrible with this stuff. Sometimes I forget. No, I did. I sent one to the man. I don't have a good connection for you or a good way of reaching out to you. I'm sure I do, but I haven't. You could come by. Expert has the link. You could come by. Let us know what's going on with you guys on your way to Tennessee. Oh man. Or some of you are probably already there, kicking back, got the pups, that kind of stuff. While violations spanned many times of less lethal force, the most prevalent happened in the 4 areas below. Pinning face down. Oh, what the guidelines say. Police have been on notice since the 90s about the risk of pinning someone on their chest and what is known as a prone position. The concern started with positional asphyxia, when the chest can't expand, starving the body of oxygen. So no different than you laying down on your belly. Key is getting someone off their stomach quickly. Okay. Well, that is the problem. If someone continues to fight, you want to make sure that they're not allowed to kick or doing anything like that. The DOJ also warned that prone restraint can be more dangerous to a broad category of people police often confront. Those on drugs, like Floyd was, or alcohol, or vulnerable are people who are obese or have cardiac or respiratory problems, or who have been shocked with stun guns. By 2001, a DOJ advised departments to develop policies addressing this. Okay. I don't know any of these people. So, so there's 1,036 cases from 2012 to 2021. 1,000. So less dangerous than, say, a drunk driver, or less dangerous than childhood cancer. What the AP found, officers restrained someone face down in at least 740 of the 1,000. Okay. Where a video was available, police reports noted that duration of restraint, a few people were kept on their chest after handcuffing for less than 60 seconds. Okay. Also, 180 people pinned to the ground were obese. Okay. Too much taser. When stun guns began gaining popularity, well, and at this point, whenever you start talking about tasers, using a taser on somebody that it's not having any effect on, what would be the preference of this? Because they're using taser as a non-lethal force, and it does end up sometimes in certain cases becoming lethal. What would be the way to handle somebody that's running or attacking? Well, generally, what would happen is, morning, MLS, good to see you. You're welcome to jump in if you want to, brother. More than likely, what's going to end up happening is if they take away that ability of doing a taser, then, well, either they're going to let the suspect run away, which can cause more damage to other people, or they're going to chase them down and hobble them, like they did in Misery, or they're going to use the pew pew, and then it becomes a lot more lethal force. So which one is it? Do we use the taser? Do we chase them down and hobble them? Use a bolero on their legs and watch them do a face plant and not catch themselves, and any multiple things that we could come up with. None idea is good. How about this? Asshole, stop breaking the law. You stop breaking the law, stop fighting with police, stop acting a fool. Then it gets much easier. A is wrong for that. Why is she sending that? My wife is silly today. I love her so much. She just sent me a message. Weird. Damn it. Hold on. Damn it. I hate having to type things in. And question mark. Yeah. That'll calm her down easily. It's just so weird. Axon Enterprise, the maker of tasers, has long said that the volatile situations, tasers are safer than alternative to shooting suspects or smashing their head with a baton. What did I just say? To gain control should not be the first response. To gain control should not be the first response. Sorry. If they're running or attacking, yeah, taser. But if they're non-violent, not running, but just not obeying orders, sometimes several people at the same time, why use the taser? And if you're trying to say to gain control should not be the first response, then you'd be wrong. Because for a police officer to do their job, they have to gain control of the situation. And that would be the first reason why. I mean, it's fine to think that, you don't want to have that. But if there's a bad situation, first thing you do is you assess what the situation is. And if it looks like you're going to have someone that's non-compliant, then you have to gain control of the situation and make sure that it is understood that shenanigans aren't going to be allowed. And if you've got a child acting a fool, it's easy for you to walk up and gain control of the situation and make sure that they don't do anything. Doesn't matter. If they're there, and All you have to do is stop what you're doing and comply to what the officer's demands are. Real simple. Fight it out in court later. I mean, you can sit there and argue with them and fight with them, but it's not going to change how a police officer acts, ever. They're going to do what police officers do, and if you act a fool, then the police officer's going to, treat you like the fool that you're acting. I mean, if a cop pulls you over, he's not pulling you over just to tase you. But if you jump out of the car and start yelling at him, more than likely you're going to find yourself tased. Gain control of yourself before an officer has to gain control of you. Pretty straightforward. I mean, there was a young girl that was going at another girl with a knife to stab her, and a police officer, without using a taser, pulled his firearm out and put, I believe it was 1 or 2 rounds into her and dropped her right then and there. Because she was an immediate threat. Oh, he could have stopped to assess what the situation was, but you have to take each case as it goes. It's not an easy job, but if you hobble the police where they can't do their job, then you end up with bad police officers. And whenever you end up with bad police officers, then it gets much, much worse. There was just a case a few years ago where a 72-year-old man was thrown to the ground because the police showed up to a call where his wife had said he'd shot her in the head. She has dementia. And that happens. Like I said, you end up with bad policing whenever you hobble them. She called and was sitting on the porch when the police showed up, but they ran in and threw him outside to the ground, giving him a concussion without asking any questions, assessing. And you're talking about a rare few instances. Like, you can nitpick every few little instance that somebody does something bad. Sure. But as a whole, all it does is cast disparity on police officers that are trying to come home at the end of the day. So go ahead and go for it, Jeffrey. I mean, it's fine. But I will tell you right now that if you come across saying, assessing the situation, etc., it's fine. It's fine. Just telling you that police officers, if you hobble them, you will end up with issues. By 2013, Axon had in its training manual warned to avoid prolonged and repeated exposures. And medical groups going beyond 15 seconds. Well, that's usually typical. Usually what you're going to do is hit somebody and they're going to drop pretty quick from a taser. If they don't, it's because the taser didn't hit them properly. Just plead the fifth. There you go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you say, man, because I'm telling you, doesn't matter. There's one instance of a case that you want to cite to. How about the thousands of cases that you can cite to where police officers are being shot at? Because by the time that they've assessed the situation, it's too late. That they've already caused more harm. And I've seen this multiple times by the news also misreporting things or the situation. So I'm not going to sit here and argue it. Despite the warnings, officers fired their stun guns more than 3 times or more than combined 15 seconds in at least 180 of the 538 deadly encounters involving the weapons. So less than a percentage point. Wonderful. And 3 in Roswell, New Mexico. Well, that explains it because Roswell is a very, very crazy place. 3 in Roswell. In Colorado, one of the 2 officers who fired their tasers combined 8 times at a man resisting handcuffing testified in a lawsuit that he was not trained about the dangers of shocking someone more than 3 times. Well, that comes down to bad training. Department is determined that officers did nothing wrong, but the lawsuit alleged poor training of police ongoing. Yes, because you've got a quick rotation coming in and out, because you've got people that want to bitch and moan about the police officers just trying to do their damn job, and good police officers aren't going to stick around to be spit on. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, if you do a job and you get spit on, kicked around, shit on, are you going to want to continue doing that job? Probably not. You'll probably be happy to move on and do another job and leave it to the guy that's going to be an untrained ass that's going to do stupid shenanigans. Some cases went far beyond the guidelines issued by Axon and police expert, but this is only the encounters with Axon because they aren't the only ones that make stun guns. And it's ridiculous that you've got shocking the vulnerable. Well, they could have tackled him. They could have hit him with a baton. Why was he running in the first place? Why was he doing anything illegal in the first place? If he would have not been fighting with the police, he never would have got the stun gun. He never would have been shocked. In 2009, Axon went to first recommend that police aim taser darts at the back or abdomen instead of the chest whenever possible, which makes sense. I mean, it makes common sense, but a lot of times those don't always happen that way. What guidelines say? For the most part, federal courts have agreed that punching, using tasers, or holding someone face down is excessive when they're handcuffed and not resisting. Absolutely. And I would completely agree with that. See, this is where your argument falls apart, Jeffrey. How many of these deadly encounters wouldn't have been deadly if they had taken a couple of extra minutes to assess, or perhaps take an alternative method, such as calling that social worker in, because you don't know the situation until after all is said and done. So there's where your argument falls apart. Completely falls apart. No, you're not. No, you're not. If the arguments you're making and the way you're making them makes you sound foolish and against the police, it makes you not want to have police there in the first place, because the way that you're phrasing it makes it sound like you're coming across as police are always going to be in the wrong. It's only in the wrong whenever somebody dies, right? Your argument falls apart. Love you, bro, but no. What police failed to promptly turn over the last 360 people after they were handcuffed or controlled about half of all cases involving prone restraint. Many of the officers also continued to use their body weight, hands, or knees to apply pressure. And this is right here is what will get you in trouble. And it's also going to be far and few between whenever you have these extenuating circumstances that will cause police. It's a situation you're walking into. You don't know what exactly is happening. And to gain control of the situation, there's things that have to be done first. Police policy, is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. I mean, you can make up that decision for yourself on a case-by-case situation. If I get pulled over by the police, more than likely I was speeding. That would be the only reason that I would be pulled over by the police, or if my car was suspected of something. But usually I've only run into one encounter where a police officer was really trigger happy and he was new on the job. Like actually pulled out a firearm and had it pointed at a driver. It wasn't me, it was somebody else. Had them on their hands and knees, and dude was not feeling that he was going to walk out of that situation alive. Luckily for him, his superior, the officer in charge, what do you call it? The supervisor showed up and calmed him down. Said, "You're just pulling him over for speeding. Why do you have him out on his hands and knees like you're going to assassinate him?" Like, dude, so crazy. More often than not, okay. Whatever, dude. You'll understand at one point in time. Let me know whenever you get it. The story is part of an ongoing investigation that in the Associated Press, led by the Associated Press with PBS. Because it's becoming that time of year where people are going to do stupid things because it's warmed up, and instead of being locked away in their ice cold cabins, saying, "Oh, I have to get out," they're going to go out and they're going to do violent crimes. And whenever people commit violent crimes, violent things that they do are met with violent force or sometimes deadly force, and that's going to happen. You don't want to, if a police officer has to use deadly force, you've put him in a situation that was of your own making. Don't break the law. You don't have to worry about it. Love mornings. Replacement of Milwaukee election official unrelated to 2020 election. Oh, nice. Milwaukee Election Commission Executive Director Claire Woodall was fired in recent days. This is a claim that they made for her role in rigging the 2020 presidential election. So this is the claim. But here's the assessment. False. Spokesperson for Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson said Woodall's removal had nothing to do with how she ran elections, adding there was no indication of election impropriety in Milwaukee's 2020 vote. He pointed to internal issues that raised concerns for the reason for the dismissal. Well, what exactly was it? What was the internal review? I'm just curious, because if you're going to do a fact check and you're going to debunk something, come back with a little bit of evidence on this. It says there was the facts. With the 2024 election just 6 months away, social media users continue to promote erroneous claims. Well, what was the truth? Why was she fired? Why was she fired? I mean, it's nice to fact check something, but how about why was she fired? Claire Woodall, the Milwaukee elections director, was replaced just 6 months before the election. The reason? Well, we don't know, because it just shows you what the post is. Oh, here we go. In a surprise move on May 6th, announced that her deputy, Paula Gutierrez, would be in charge of the election commission, but the change has nothing to do with how she ran the election. The reason for the dismissal was related to other issues internal to the election commission office and to city government raised concern. What were those? Oh, he declined to say what those issues were. So this sort of is where that falls flat on its face. Falls completely flat on its face because they won't tell you what the issues were. So your fact check, how can you fact check something and provide a fact check whenever you don't know what the issues were? Maybe they were right. We just don't know. We just don't know. People see one side on this, people on one side of this side of the camera, but there are other things on the other side of the camera that I just have to deal with. It's exactly what I did with my decision. And he declined to elaborate. Neither Woodall or Gutierrez returned messages from the AP to seek and comment on the shakeup. Okay, Milwaukee has been at the center of attention in Wisconsin, state known for close elections and where 4 of the past 6 presidential contests have been decided by less than a percentage point. In 2020, Trump and others were quick to cry fraud after late arriving results from Democrat-dominated Milwaukee. They didn't help Biden narrowly carry the state. It just looked outright shady. There's one thing of crying fraud and being correct on it. Soon after the 2020 election, Woodall was targeted with baseless claims that she printed tens of thousands of ballots to swing. Baseless claims that she printed tens of thousands. Who claimed that? The claims were part of, December 2021 lawsuit. Okay, so who was that did the lawsuit? I'm curious. So who was it that did the lawsuit? And what did the lawsuit say? Let me see. Let's see. Where is the lawsuit? I'm looking. I'm seeing it. Let's see. Right. Oh, wow. So I see what the lawsuit was. Here we go. So this was a petition for writ of mandamus. Okay. Public record requests have not been answered. Okay. This is action seeking to enforce the right to obtain, inspect public records pursuant to Wisconsin open records law. Wisconsin statutes petitioner is a citizen of Wisconsin, a Wisconsin elector who has requested public records, records from respondent. They are the record custodians with authority and obligation to produce governmental records. Complaint public records requests have not been answered. Okay. Or have been denied without cause or just cause. These records are subject to timely production under the Wisconsin open records law, and the respondents continue to stall the production or outright withhold the requested public records without lawful justification. This court's intervention in the sanction of an award of costs, fees, penalties, and sanctuary awards are therefore required. There is no requirement to provide a reason why public records are requested. However, in this situation, it will be helpful to the court to give some of the reasons why Benninger sought the requested records. Claire Woodall, Michael Lawrence, Neil Albrecht, and John Doe, collectively termed the sect, okay, don't understand what that means, planned, conspired a massive election fraud upon Bergener, the public, city of Milwaukee canvassing board, the Milwaukee County canvassing board, the state of Wisconsin, and our great country during November 3rd, 2020 election. This included using fake names and or addresses on the voter registration, on the application, utilizing fake names or addresses on the absentee envelopes on the application, utilizing real names to getting ballots cast, but without those people being aware of it, with VOGG declaring to the sect, to our employees, paraphrasing, no way in the hell are we going to give them the application at the President Trump recount the late fall of 2020. The sect rolled out the applications at the recount, the hoodwinked. The Trump attorneys claimed that they would not use the unseal the bags, VOG, switch the real memory sticks with fake ones, load numerous. So basically making a bunch of, these are some wild, outrageous claims. If I were a judge and to see all this BS coming across, that would be insane. Yeah, that is like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs amount of everything. So here's the factual allegations. Bergener incorporates every paragraph as to writ each other paragraph. October, November, pursuant to open records. Respondents have the records request. Through response denied items. Yeah. I mean, so right there in their lawsuit, they're going off. Jeffrey, do I need to time you out? Do I need to time you out because you can't calm down? Now calm yourself, Jeffrey. Agree, disagree, goes, I'm right. No, that's not how it works. You've said multiple times your status of how you feel about the police. And if you can't calm down, we have ways of calming you down, Jeffrey. And Brandon, he sometimes accidentally might time you out longer than he intended to. Just calm yourself, relax, take a deep breath. Nobody's kneeling on your chest. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. 10-second spanking. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Calm down and be good. You'll be okay. Take a deep breath. You're getting a little too worked up over bullshit. So calm your jets. Wait, I thought I did 20. Oh. I did 20, Mr. Floyd. Good morning, Melly. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this lawsuit is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I can understand why they kicked it out. And part of what happened inside of this particular lawsuit, yes, if I were a judge, I probably would have done the same thing, because what they're claiming is we can't get access to the records, and they won't give it to us. And they even state in their lawsuit that they're not required to provide it to them. So yeah, that would be. And who was the person that actually posted this? Like, who was the person that was the claimant on this? Okay, so Peter Berniger. I'm gonna have a hard time saying this name. So he's from New London, Wisconsin, and so one cuckoo went after them, and that's pretty well written. He looks like he's the court may reject or disregard an answer that does not follow requirements of the statutes. Okay. Judgment may be enforced as provided by law. Judgment awarding money. Looks to me like he's just coming after money. That's all. I mean, it's up to him if he wants to do that. I mean, to me, that sounds like a waste of money going after someone like that. FNL news update. Actor Jesse Eisberg recognizes Broken Baker at Copenhagen Airport. Baker is quoted himself by saying, I'm kind of famous. I think by the time he leaves the U.S., he'll be notorious. That's awesome. Jesse Eisenberg, that's hilarious. I only have one incident with shade police officer all my years, and I think about it after all this time. Things could have gone very badly. I handled it very well for my age and situation. Safe. Exactly. Me and the police don't really get along. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't really like the popo, but I also understand the situation. I'm not going to escalate it. Have you ever gotten 5 tickets in a traffic stop? Guy was not happy. I'm like, slow down, buddy. Slow down. Yeah. I have received in my lifetime 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 speeding tickets. Yeah. I think that's right. Something like that. 5 speeding tickets. And deserved every damn one of them. Actually, one of them I didn't get a speeding ticket for. That one time I did not get a speeding ticket for it. Although I was speeding. And the police officer knew I was speeding also. But he couldn't prove it. That was the part that sucked. But I did get a ticket for crossing the gore. In case you don't know what a gore is, it's the same way with an on-ramp and an off-ramp. Whenever you're coming onto the interstate, you've got these 2 solid white lines that intersect so you've got your traffic that's going this way and the traffic that's coming on. There will be a white line. In between those white lines is a gore, and it's illegal to cross that unless you're like trying to avoid accident or something of that sort. But yeah, it is they don't want you crossing that because it can be dangerous for traffic that's doing 55 if you're doing like 35 coming onto an on-ramp behind an 18-wheeler and you decide to cross that gore and punch it. Let's put it this way. 1973 Plymouth Satellite, its speedometer goes to 80. That's all I'm going to say. Speedometer goes to 80. So how fast were you going? Yeah, I was speeding, officer. He said I was going 120. I knew it. I knew I was going 150 and he was wrong. We didn't really hit it. Yes. Haven't got pulled over ever. No warnings or tickets. Only had 2 accidents, both at 15 and 17 years old. But let's not talk about parking tickets. I know. You guys tried calming him. It's fine. You know, we do try to keep it a little bit peaceful here. He could not let it go though. He could not let it go. It's one of those but, and then wants to come back and agree to disagree. It's fine. It's fine. Let him have his little rant and rave. You know, no one is required to agree. But it gets to the point where you're just like, all right, calm down. Take a chill pill, brother. It's okay. Take deep breaths. Deep breaths. Oh. Asking whether Woodall was ousting was related to these false allegations, Fleming told the AP absolutely not the case. There's no indication of any election impropriety. That's not what they asked. That's not what they asked. They asked if this had anything to do with it. Fleming further confirmed that Woodall helped, with ballots printed in the back room. Nah, see, I have no confirmation of that, and that seems completely weird. Any other unfounded rumors put Woodall at the center of these fraud schemes involving misplaced flash drives, ballot harvesting, citizens voting without photo ID. She received a myriad of threatening never. Don't do this, people. See, this is the thing that I don't like is people sending out threatening messages because they disagree with somebody. That would be like me threatening Broken Baker because we don't see eye to eye, and I beat him in a mock trial. I've been holding that one for a while. That was fun. I had such a good time with that. I hope that Baker had such a great time with that too. That mock trial was a blast. Kimberly Zapata, Woodall's former deputy, was sentenced to probation and fined $3,000 only a week after it was announced that Woodall would be replaced. She was convicted of misconduct in office and fraud for obtaining fake absentee ballots. Well, look at that. So, Kimberly Zapata was sentenced to probation and fined $3,000 only a week after it was announced Woodall would be replaced. She was convicted of misconduct in office and fraud for obtaining fake absentee ballots in October of 2022. So there was something to be said. Hey, Baker. Bella sang Tay-Tay songs for me while he cradled me and I fell asleep in his manly arms. Baker. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I'm on the road again. I'm just waiting to get on the road again. In Wisconsin, Biden's 2020 victory by nearly 21,000 votes has withstood recounts, multiple state and federal lawsuits, an audit by a nonpartisan legislative audit bureau, and the review by a conservative activist law firm. I don't know. I would just say that they're a law firm. The Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty and Associated Press review, which I don't trust AP any more than I can throw them, of Wisconsin and other battleground states also found far too little fraud to have tipped the election for Trump. But you found it. That's the thing. But you found it. And those are only ones that you looked at. What about the ones you didn't look at? That's where you get more questions than you do answers. Now, if you eliminate the fraud from an election, which that's what you hope to have happen. But elections can be crooked, they can be weird, they can be wacky. Let's hope that we keep those out of the news. Let's keep those out of the news. And yes, I'm not going to show the last part of that because I just don't care that much about it. It was a fact check gone awry. Fact check gone awry. And what do we have here? Senators surge, don't care. President Biden gives fiery speech calling Trump a loser, don't care. Biden administration is sending $1 billion more in weapons ammo to Israel. Congressional aides say, don't care. Because all he's doing is being a goofball. Oh, but this is really cool. This is really cool. A scammer who claimed to be an Irish heiress should be extradited to UK, judge rules. I love it. Portland, Maine, a convicted scammer who claimed to be an Irish heiress and who was accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from several victims should be extradited to the UK. A federal court has ruled. I love it. Marianne Smith, who accusers say has also fashioned herself as a witch, a psychic, and a friend to Hollywood stars, has been in a Maine jail waiting to learn if she will be extradited. She faces allegations that she stole more than $170,000 from victims from 2008 to 2010 in Northern Ireland. A U.S. Magistrate Court, John Nivison, ruled on Thursday that there is sufficient evidence to certify Smith's extradition to the UK to face charges. Nivison wrote that Smith will be in custody of the U.S. Marshal Service pending a decision on extradition by Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. An attorney for Smith, who has declined to comment in the past, did not respond to phone calls and emails on Thursday. The judge ruling that Smith should be extradited could help bring about the end of a bizarre saga. Anita, saga. In which victims have painted Smith as a master of disguise and a veteran traveling grifter. Smith faces 4 counts of fraud by abuse of position under the UK Fraud Act of 2006 and 4 counts of the theft in violation of Northern Ireland's Theft Act of 1969. Nivison wrote, authorities overseas have said Smith stole money that she had promised to invest and arranged to sell a victim a home, but took the money. A court in Northern Ireland issued arrest warrants for her earlier this decade. The evidence presented regarding Ms. Smith's interactions with and transactions involving the individuals is sufficient to sustain the 4 fraud charges and the 4 theft charges that are the subject of the extradition request. Smith's case is similar in some respects to that of Anna Sorokin, a scammer who was convicted of paying for her lifestyle by impersonating a German heiress. Smith's victims include Jonathan Walton, a podcaster who warned of others of Smith's grifts. Smith was found guilty of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from Walton and spent about 2 years in jail. The two had grown close in Los Angeles, and Smith told Walton she was due an inheritance of $7 million from her wealthy Irish family, but Smith's story began to fall apart when Walton learned she was jailed for stealing $200,000 from a travel agency she worked for. Walton used his podcast to gather tips from Smith's other accusers. Some of those accusers said Smith started a fake charity, and others said she posed as everything from cancer patient to Jennifer Aniston's best friend. Smith, who is in fact American, was found and arrested in Maine in February. Oh, I love it. What is it? Brandon, I was still hoping for a nice New Jersey reach around, but you're not coming. So bad. So bad. Val brought you a Baconator. I think we are legally married in some states now. Only in Tennessee. What happens in Tennessee stays in Tennessee. I don't want you might be Baker. John Coleman says it. Coleman says it right. Oh my god. Belly, it's a good thing I don't use Discord. Yeah, it's a very good thing you don't use Discord. So how is it going for Friday Night Live? Is everybody pumped up and excited that they're going to be able to see the expert Broken Baker? Valhalla awaits. You're going to see Kaiser Pineapple. You're going to see MLS. You're going to see all of these fine people just jumping in. You're going to have a Friday Night Live that is like no other. I mean, who is ready for that? Who is ready for the Friday Night Lives? I mean, you guys need to be ready for this stuff because it's going to be good. Is this right here? I'm pretty sure I did, but maybe I didn't. Just in case, we are about there. I think I sent it. Maybe I didn't. That was yesterday. Damn it. I suck at this sometimes. Oh shit, they're all false. What? Broke Shizzy again? No, you didn't break me. I now pronounce you Baker awaits. I don't either. Tammy autocorrect drives me crazy. I always check when I type before I hit send, and then it still happens. Who will be on FNL? I guess that depends on bail money. Well, we're going to have quite a few people there for Friday Night Live. I, on the other hand, may not be able to make it that night. It just depends because we've got some important things going on. I will try to make it. It would be cool if I can, and it may be going late enough that I'm able to, to give them a shout out and hang out for a little bit, but no guarantees because it is not about me. It is about the Friday Night Live people that are going to be there and having a great time. Having Friday Night Live is the best live that you could ever live through, and we want that for them. It's not about me. I did find some really good breaking news that will probably save the Kaiser in a very interesting way. That this is top news. This was top trending news, and it should be for the Kaiser. Just saying. This should be top news for Kaiser. Top news. Look at this.
Endless shrimp and cheesy biscuits may be gone. Red Lobster quietly shutting down stores all across the country, including right here in Western New York. And as 7 News reporter Hannah Ferreira explains tonight, employees were caught by surprise.
3 Red Lobster locations in Western New York, all with the same sign found taped to their doors Monday, reading, "This location is closed," in what appears to be a nationwide occurrence. Ramon Garcia tells me he found out he lost his job at the Hamburg Red Lobster not from corporate, but from the cook.
I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm getting calls after calls this morning, and he called my boy.
The voice doesn't match.
He's like, "Oh yeah, you should come in right now." I was like, "Why? I'm off today." He's like, "Man, you just need to come in because there's a lot of stuff going on."
But what corporate did tell them?
We got 3 days to clean out the restaurant.
According to recent reporting by Bloomberg, the seafood chain has been considering filing for bankruptcy due to rising costs.
I didn't know that we were going bankrupt, but I kind of knew. You know what I'm saying? With they're cutting back on a lot of stuff. Hamburg,
Amherst, and Williamsville locations now labeled as temporarily closed. The Denny's near the Amherst location.
Oh, the Denny's. We are sorry to hear that your doors have closed. We are here to help you transition to a new brand. Join our team at Denny's. We have openings for all restaurants positions, managements, cooks, servers, hosts, and service assistants. Good job, Denny's. That's the way to do it.
Location, even leaving a sign for Red Lobster employees to join.
I know. He sounds what Rick Astley should sound like. I mean, the voice didn't quite match. Okay, I've got to get going. I have to make a stop before I get to physical therapy. If I have time, I'll come back and pay attention today because we're gonna have a couple of songs that have been put out.
Their team across the street.
This has just happened out of nowhere. Like all the people that we work with, they're losing jobs.
You knew it was gonna happen.
They're not knowing what to expect after that. It's kind of taking a toll on them a lot.
Oh, that I feel for him, man. You know, he worked so hard to get there. He worked so hard to get there. And this isn't the only place that this has happened in because, like I said, Red Lobster is trending on a day that Kaiser comes in.
Announces the closure of dozens of restaurants, including at least one right here in Ledgewood, New Jersey.
News 12 New Jersey's Lauren Dew is at that location. So, Lauren, what's going to happen to that place now?
Yeah, what's happening? What's going to happen?
Yeah, Nick and Simon, well, people are coming by giving us the reaction on how they feel about Red Lobster closing down here in Ledgewood. But now there's going to be an auction. Everything inside will be auctioned off. The winner gets all of it. That bid as of 8 o'clock is up to $53. Now, there's a sign right in front of the window here that says this location is closed. It's a paper sign. The CEO and founder of Tag X Brands, Neil Sherman, posted a video on LinkedIn yesterday. It starts off with the Red Lobster logo being slapped with a closed stamp. The CEO calling this the largest restaurant liquidation ever.
The next scene is guys are crying at the
across
front
the
door.
country are closed. The auction of equipment and contents of select Red Lobster locations, that's
Whiz
now open.
bye. Bye,
Winner takes
Timmy.
all.
We'll see you
Furniture,
soon.
fixtures, equipment, auctions will end
Oh
periodically
my
on
gosh.
Thursday, May 16th, according to the website. And it says everything must be picked up by end of day Friday. Perishable goods and alcohol not included. Here's the reaction from people who live nearby.
I really don't have an opinion on Red Lobster closing other than I'm sad for all the employees that will lose their job.
I mean, I think that's really sad. I've grown up with Red Lobster. We used to go there for Mother's Day a lot, so.
But yeah, when was the last time you went to Red Lobster, sweetheart?
And reports are that this was a sudden closure, so many people without a job this morning.
That
Lauren
sucks.
Ledgewood, Lauren Dew, News 12, New Jersey.
I know, and it does suck that, you know, now these people are not going to have a job. You know, that does suck for them, you know, that it is closing down. You know, sorry to hear that for you guys. But it does say, breaking: Red Lobster, the largest U.S. seafood restaurant chain known for its seafood and famous cheesy biscuits, are getting ready to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy as early as next week after suddenly closing dozens of restaurants. It is unfortunate, but, you know, we do have some dating advice for Brandon, and for, you know, Brandon. This one is for you. I specifically found this one for you, Brandon. you're gonna love this dating advice. All right, hold your horses because this is gonna get wild. Dating advice for Brandon. Let's go.
Act when you see an attractive person. Make eye contact. Now look down, hold 1, 2, slowly look back, now look away. Soft smile, scratch your neck, lick your lips. Make eye contact. Now wink. Now with the other eye, now with both eyes. Now smolder. More fierce. Stick out the tip of your tongue. Now swallow really hard. Big deep breath. Eye contact. Now bite the tip of your finger. Now bite the middle of your finger. Now bite the base of your finger. Pull it out. Now subtly sniff your finger. Eye contact. Slowly start nodding yes. Yes. Now a little crazy in the eyes. Keep nodding, more crazy, and relax. Look back at them very quickly. Now look them up and down. Now lick your teeth and snap. How to act when you see an
Oh, if you see Baker doing this to you, Brandon, you know. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I love Well, ED just kicked in again. Thanks, Shiz. My wife is gonna be No, she was so spot on with it though. Just her acting was great. That was awesome. Yes, it was awesome. Oh my gosh, that made my point, but not as good as this one. Chivalry is in fact dead. What happened to the days men offered women their seats?
I'm standing on the train and look at all these men. What happened to giving up your seat for women? No man offered me a seat. Excuse me, are you going to get up?
What?
Are you going to get up?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are you for equality?
Yes.
Then fuck off.
Oh my God. Oh. Now, if you ever run into this situation, just know this is probably the most amazing way that I've seen someone deal with a shark attack. Right here. Watch this. Shark comes in. He just pushes its nose down, turns him upside down, turns him away. Wow. Like that is not a position you want to be in. Perfect. He just broke you. Oh, you're welcome. Englishman is like, right on. But this is what you wanted. Oh my God. When I'm on a coast, first thing I order is seafood or fish because it's fresh. Can't wait until summer and fall. Go West Coast again, East Coast, see family. Of course, everything is up in the air now. Well, I will tell you that is something that I do enjoy. So like we're going to be in Charleston this weekend, which is right on the coast, getting some fresh food. Oh, more than likely there will be a broil of some sort. I guarantee that there is supposed to be one of those outdoor lobster, not lobster broil, but a crawfish broil or shrimp. Ooh, just bring it on. It's going to be great. What the hell did I just wake up to? Do you know if you put a lobster on its head like that, they fall asleep? It's true. Well, depends on whether you're throwing them in hot water or not. It really depends. Hold on just a second, because we've got the best thing that has ever come across this damn place, and is...
Are you stupid or something?
Baker! What's up, brother?
Well, not enough sleep, and the weather isn't as nice in Denmark as in Denmark.
The weather is not as nice as in Denmark?
No, it's raining.
Is it really? It's raining in Tennessee? How bad?
Yeah, I arrived in a thunderstorm.
That's okay. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was curious if you're going to be safe and everything getting in.
Had the worst turbulence south of Greenland, and when we went over Nova Scotia, I think it's called, those islands up. Yeah. So, but everything's fine. Everything. Valhalla, little handsy.
Gave you a big old hug, didn't he? And it had a Baconator in one hand and gave you a hug with the other.
No, he was blasting Tay-Tay.
Did he make you dance?
Jeepers. I'm getting a call from Denmark now. I'm going to run.
All right. Good to see you. See you soon. Everybody. That was Baker. He made it safe. He made it safe. Baker. Oh, how about Taco Bell? No, he had to run. He had to run. It's fine though. It's absolutely fine. I can, yeah, if you want back, I'll just give me a thumbs up. I see that you're on a phone call. Yep. You're back. You good?
This is an automated call. You placed an order for $200,000. Do you want to? No. I'm not going to hit any link or call you back. Of course, the first call I get is someone trying to scam me.
Yeah. Well, so you got in, you had a layover. Was it because of the storms that you had the layover?
No, it's because American Eagle apparently doesn't like customers, so they had, we're going to be delayed for 20 minutes. Those 20 minutes just kept being 10 minutes, and every time I went and bought a drink or thought, well, now I'm going to get something to eat. Oh, we will soon be boarding. So I didn't get the famous Philly cheesesteak, sadly.
Oh, that sucks. No famous Philly cheesesteak for you.
So but again, it's no, it was fine. It was fine.
Baker, he melted right into Valhalla's warm embrace.
I did, but then there was this big fight because Volsbom wanted to join us, and Diva said, not again, and it became a thing. Well, it wasn't the gayest thing I ever done, but still, when the expert said pants are prison, it became weird.
Yeah. Well, I know. Well, last night they did. They were showing Dictionary Diva, and Valhalla was there, and so was White Rabbit. But all the guys were sitting in the back, so I would just assume that outside of Valhalla that they were all not wearing pants, and just looking at each other. I mean, it's not gay.
I was told it is amendment to the Constitution. When in a private residence, you must be pantsless.
Yeah. Since I told you sorry. Oh.
Yeah, but I said next time just a little spittle.
Just a little spittle. So you hyped for your travels, your trips, and what are your plans for today?
Probably get a nap later, and I got like 5.5 hours sleep, so I should be kind of fine. But you never know when the jet lag is gonna hit you.
Yeah, it is pretty bad coming this way. Going back is not going to be as bad. You'll just.
I left my house 6 a.m. Danish time, and I got to bed at 8 a.m. Danish time. So I probably needed an hour or two more at some point. But no, I think I need to. Maybe when Little D shows up, we can go shopping. I need some indoor shoes. I don't brought any of those.
You didn't bring any indoor shoes. You only got the outdoor.
Yeah, so I need to go find a clock store so I can get some nice fancy clocks.
Some clogs.
Yeah, that brand?
Yeah,
the shoes.
Well, you don't want to get some Birkenstocks. Throw a little patchouli on.
No. I want to be fashionable, not gay. I hate guys at the gym who works out in Birkenstocks.
Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah. Do you? Well, not that my tennis shoe will do much to change it if I drop on a good
barbell.
I can get like maybe a 4-pound dumbbell up, but it can hurt your feet.
Yeah. Want you to get some Crocs?
Oh, Crocs, yeah, that's the name. Crocs, yeah.
You want Crocs?
Yeah, I want those cowboy boots.
I know. Are they going to get you some cowboy boots? Like real cowboy boots?
I was overwhelmingly received yesterday. It was very, very nice to come. And I have free roam of the house and can break the fridge at any time. That's how far we have come. Then the rest is just we just hung out and talked for 4 hours. So that was fun.
I know that is fun. We are so glad that you made it safe, and everybody was sitting there going, "Where's Baker at? Where's Baker at? Where's Baker at?" And I was just like, he's already said that he's on the tarmac waiting to leave. That was 2 hours ago, and then whenever you sent the message, it's like, we're finally boarding after 2 hours, like actually boarding, and I was like, oh dude, that's got to be so rough.
Yeah, especially on the back end of a 20-hour trip, you just want to die. I was so I think it was because I just lacked sleep. It felt like the jetway was a ship when we was in the boarding hall and waiting to get boarding. All of a sudden the floor just started moving under me, and just because you're so tired.
I know that feeling.
But I crashed so hard when I got on the last plane, so I think that's why I got the second energy to hang out and talk a bit. So because you don't sleep well on planes.
No, especially whenever you're tall, it's uncomfortable to get in a position where you're just.
I'm not tall. I'm rotund.
Well, still, it's difficult to get in a position. Like, you know, because my feet, you can't get them under the seat. And so I'm cramped up, and then I tend to slide down in the seat like this, but then you can't only lean it so far back, and you're like leaning up, and then you get like somebody behind you that wants to like kick the seat. You're like, just wanted like 5 minutes of like shut my eyes time. Horrible. I do get the snoring quite a bit though, you know. So that's
I can tell you, I woke up and had that where I thought that I just snore, and you know that everyone in that house or in that airplane knows you're snoring now.
Oh yeah.
Because you're just neck rest, and you're sitting up and with that neck pillow on, and your mouth is agape, and you know it's gonna be loud.
We'll only be concerned if, you know, I would keep a mirror nearby. So if in case you wake up and you can look at the mirror and make sure that the expert hasn't written something on the front of your forehead. You know?
Yeah. I found it weird when I woke up a couple of hours ago and he was tattooing me, but he said that's another.
That's normal.
Yeah. So now I have FNL tattooed on my knee. I don't know why. I wasn't planning to get a tattoo, but
hey, you know, but you could also get, you know, one of Valhalla's famous ones with the expert doing this.
Yeah. Sadly, Valhalla is back taking care of the snakes, so I won't have that problem.
Well, he'll be hooking back up with you guys. So you've got Wednesday. You're going to do a little bit of out and about grocery shopping and clothes shopping, and probably get yourself some Taco Bell.
I don't know. Again, the plans are we're going to hit Dollywood tomorrow and Friday Night Live Friday. Other than that, I think we're just going to run the show doing nothing. And maybe hit up a Waffle House. Hallo, Zach, wie geht's? It's so annoying to do StreamYard on your phone. It's hard to have the chat up and the screen running at the same time.
Yes.
It comes on as an overlay instead of a sidebar. At least I don't know if I've done it wrong.
I don't know. So how you finding the app? Is it working good for you? The StreamYard app?
I just hit the link, so I didn't go through the app.
Oh, okay. Okay. The app gives you a little more options too. Pretty cool.
Oh, I have to look into that at some point.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Especially if you're on your phone using the app for it, really makes it a lot easier to do stuff. Yeah. So today what I've got going on is here in about less than an hour, I'll be ending the stream, and then I'll be heading off to get a couple of things finished up, packing my bags, and then I'm off to Charleston, which is, what is it, 6-hour drive, something like that. I don't know, 4-hour drive, 4 hour drive. I don't know. But then that's sort of what my day looks like. And then I'm not sure if I'll even stream tonight because it's going to be so crazy. Hopefully Expert gets you guys together and does a little bit of something for you. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if, and again, but today is the day where most people kind of trickle in. So we're probably going to say we'll be at Taco Bell at this address, and we can have a bite or something like that. Try to do, again, because
the rain.
Yeah, but also where should you meet if you're saying, okay, let's meet at this address, and there's total strangers, and it's always weird the first time.
Yeah,
trying to figure out who's who.
As long as there's no blindfolds involved, you're doing okay.
Oh no, there's a gentle ball cupping, but that's all of it.
but outside of Valhalla, I mean.
Yeah, but again, I was told to enter this house, and he said, I don't make the rules. The expert made the rule. Before you enter the house, you have to hit the doorbell and just do a little cupping.
Yes.
I found it weird, but I thought, it's American. Most things are weird. You're the only country in the world who has an international house of pancakes. Weird too.
Yeah.
I've never seen that anywhere else.
Have you ever had pancakes from other places, other nations?
Yeah, well, I have. I've had crepes from France and Danish
Yeah.
pancakes with beer in them and flapjacks and so. But again, we don't make a house of pancakes. It's a really bad construction material. Have you ever tried to make a foundation in pancakes? You can't build anything on
No,
it.
I use sausage for the foundation.
Oh, yeah, that's the trick. I was asking Valhalla if we can go to the Waffle House because I wanted to see a fight, and he said we have to wait a couple of hours.
Yeah, you have to wait until the sun goes down.
Yeah,
The alcohol or the fentanyl kicks in.
I was actually trying to get a chicken and biscuit at what's the name, Bojangles.
Bojangles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they were closed.
You should have went to Chick-fil-A. Get a chicken biscuit. They got really good ones.
We were driving by the fast food mile, and I was just, I know I talk a lot about Taco Bell, but I don't want to eat that shit. So we ended up getting a Baconator. So again, I think I'm
Nice.
legally married to Valhalla in 4 states.
I think so. At least 4 states.
Yeah.
Until you get back on that plane, that's you're
Yeah,
his
but,
to do with what he wishes.
A man who buys another man a Baconator is doing something wrong. Right.
Exactly. Waffle House is a fight club that happens to serve breakfast.
Yeah, and that's the fun thing because we see you in movies and think, oh, we gotta go check that out or see it on YouTube. So there's a lot of things that you want to go and check out and see if that's real. But right now, so far, so good. I had a vanilla strawberry Coke.
Vanilla strawberry Coke, huh?
But when he gave me the cup, I said, "Oh, I forgot you do big cups here." He said, "This is a medium," and I was like, "You have to order extra to get this size in Denmark." So it's nice to be here. I don't feel so fat. I'm kind of a normal size now.
Yeah.
So everything's good. Everything's all right. But no, I just wanted to touch base, as the young kids say, and now I'm gonna go find me something in the fridge to. You're so dehydrated after these flights.
Well, alcohol, starts at any time that you're ready for it to start.
Yeah,
kidding.
Valhalla made sure we had enough
Yingling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the better American beers I tried.
Well, if you get an opportunity, do you like IPAs?
Yeah.
If you like IPAs, check out some of the Terrapin, like Hopsecutioner and stuff like that.
I like it. Yeah, Sierra Nevada, is that the kind of like Foster's where they just sell it as American in Europe, or is it? Can you get it over here?
Yeah, you can get Sierra Nevada here.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, they've got those here. Those are okay for an IPA.
Yeah, but I'll go check the fridge and see something.
Yeah, get some orange juice. Get some water. Get some cooling water. Good to see you, Baker. You have a safe time.
And hasta la taco to all of you.
Hasta la taco.
This one, I think.
Ciao, brother. Everybody, Broken Baker. Ah, what a man. What a man. The myth, the legend. He has made it safe to Tennessee. Good to see all of you guys. We are going to pull this next thing up because we've got a little bit of love that we've got to show our paid people here, because they've got a couple of songs that are coming their way. Let's get this show on the road. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is also great. Yeah, Bojangles is great. Yeah. Why is it giving me a hard time? I was already signed in. And it should come popping up here. Oh yeah. We're going to get ourselves some trouble here. Present, share the screen, and we get the Suno happening here. So we've got this right here. All right. So we are starting this one out. Oh, I know you guys can't wait for this. So we've got in the style of a driving country song. We are going to have in Nebraska. Let's see. Nebraska to Illinois. Illinois. I know I spelled that damn wrong. I live there. I should know. Nebraska to Illinois. Driving country song. Let's see. Tonight. To watch the kids track meet. Then off to I'm gonna spell this wrong here. Tennessee. Then off to Tennessee to hang with the FNL crew and friends. Yes. There we go. And it's going to be in the style of a country driving song. Driving country song. I am driving. Oh no, we're going to put the name in here, which is Aaron Olivia. Yeah, okay. Is leaving Nebraska, going to Illinois, going to Illinois tonight to watch the kids track meet, then off to Tennessee to hang with the FNL crew and friends, and let's get create. Let's see what we come up with. Morning. My plan was delayed trying to get to Waffle House. Well, let's see. On the open road, driving country. Let's see how it turns out. Hopefully this is really good. Let's see what it says.
Headlights cut through the dark as I leave Nebraska behind. Got my foot on the gas, the destination's on my mind. Gonna cheer with all my might. Illinois, here I come, gotta make it there tonight. Through the rolling fields, I'll keep on driving strong. Windows down, wind in my hair, singing my favorite songs. Tennessee's the next stop, gonna meet the FNL crew. Gather round the bonfire with friends, enjoying the view. On the open road, chasing dreams in the setting sun. Leaving worries behind, just me and my old truck, having fun. From Nebraska to Illinois, then on to Tennessee. Every mile takes me closer to where I wanna be.
All right, let's see what the next one is. Everyone's liking that one. We'll give that a thumbs up there. Check this one out. Let's check this one out.
Headlights cut through the dark as I leave Nebraska behind. Got my foot on the gas, the destination's on my mind. Gonna see the kids run fast, gonna cheer with all my might. Illinois, here I come, gotta make it there tonight.
I think it needs to be a better driving song. It needs to be a better song. We're gonna use
singing my favorite songs. Tennessee's the next stop. Gonna meet the FNL crew. Gather around the bonfire.
Yeah, I don't like that one as much.
Enjoying the view. On the open road, chasing dreams and the setting sun. Leaving worries behind, just me and my old truck having fun.
Let's do this.
From Nebraska, Illinois, then on to Tennessee. Every mile takes me closer to where I want to be.
Let's see.
Every mile takes me closer to where I want to be. Headlights cut through the dark as I leave Nebraska behind. Got my foot on the gas, the
Not a big country music fan. I prefer the first song too. Yeah.
The kids run fast. Headlights cut through the dark as I leave Nebraska.
Still like the first one better. There we go.
Headlights cut through the dark as I leave Nebraska behind. Got my foot on the gas, the destination's on my mind.
Yeah, I like this one. I still like the first one.
Illinois, here I come, gotta make it there tonight. Through the rolling fields, I'll keep on driving strong. Windows down, wind in my hair, singing my favorite songs. Tennessee's the next stop, gonna meet the FNL crew. Gather round the bonfire with friends, enjoying the view. On the open road, chasing dreams and the setting sun. Leaving worries behind, just me and my old truck having fun. From Nebraska to Illinois, then on to Tennessee. Every mile takes me closer to where I wanna be, wanna be. Headlights cut through the dark as I leave Nebraska behind. Got my foot on the gas, the destination's on my mind. Gonna see the kids run fast, gonna chill with all my might. Illinois, here I come, gotta make it there tonight. On the up.
Well, that one was okay. I still like the first one the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend that one out. It will. And extend. There we go. If it needs to, there we go. Extend that one out. And then we're going to go through. Why did it do that? Weird. That's weird. Yeah, we're not worried about that. Just delete those. Delete. It was enough to do one. That one to trash. And then we're going to move these two to trash because they were okay, but I still like the first one the best. And we're going to remove those. Boom, 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 and boom. All right. What we got is in the style of G-A, I think that's right. G-A, no, it's G-A-E, Gaelic. Highland, step dance, Highland and step dance, with bagpipes. In the style of, I put damn one letter too many, step dance. Damn, D-A-N-C. Step dance. I think that's right. With bagpipes in the song. Bagpipes with bagpipe solo, bagpipe. In the style of Gaelic Highland, and it's all about phrasing. All about the phrasing here. In the style of a bagpipe driven Gaelic Highland and step dance song about, about Nicola says that Shizzy is the best or the worst. Give a shout out and gives and first and give a shout out from cold clammy Scotland. Let's see what we end up with. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, no, it's still going to be the first one. Yeah, the first one is going to be the one that we use for that particular one. Nicola and Shizzy. Oh, Gaelic Highland and step dance. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. Weird. Nope. I don't like that at all. That is horrible. In the style of Gaelic Highland, we're removing down whatever this step dance portion of it is. Gaelic Highland, that's Gaelic Highland with bagpipes. Bagpipes. Oof, that was not what I was wanting. A song about Nicola saying that Shizzy is the best or the worst, and give a shout out from cold clammy Scotland. Ooh, that was horrible. I could not handle that at all. That was too much. What is love? Yes, all of you guys were in agreement. All you guys were in agreement. Stop. No. Nah. Oh, may seem weird. Sounds even like when he's 7, he's got talent. Oh, your 7-year-old nephew can write country songs. His pretend wife, Angie, left him. He had a stroke. He draws stick figures of her and broken hearts. It's so weird. Shizzy Showdown. Here we go. That's better.
Scotland where bagpipe stringing souls get rotten. Nicola, oh Nicola, you reign supreme, but let me tell you about the Shizzy dream. Shizzy, oh Shizzy, you're quite the talk. Some say you're the best, some call you a crock. But I'll shout it up for all to hear. Nicola, you gotta keep Shizzy near. Nicola, oh Nicola, you're in control. Shizzy, oh Shizzy, let your secrets unfold. In this land where bagpipes blow, shout it out, let the whole world know.
Got some drums in there. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Let's hear the next one. We'll let you guys decide.
In the hills of Poland, from Scotland, and where bagpipes ring and souls get rotten. Nicola, Nicola, you reign supreme, but let me tell you about this shizzy. Shizzy! Oh, shizzy! You're quite the talk, some say you're the best, some call you a crock, but I'll shout it out for all to hear. Nicola, you guy keep shizzy near.
See, it doesn't understand bagpipes, but knows Celtic. I'm putting both of these out there because they're funny. I love them. I like the first one better. Oh my God, that was awesome. It's got a flute at the end.
Nicola, oh Nicola, you're in control, shizzy. Oh shizzy, let your secrets unfold in this land where the bagpipes blow. Shout it out, let the
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. That was so cool. I am putting both of those out there. all three of those. We've got, oh my God, that was beautiful. I'm removing these because those were horrible. we're moving that to the trash. Oh my God, that was so horrible. Oh my gosh. Yeah, moving that one to the trash. Oh man, but we've got On the Open Road, Shizzy Showdown twice. Oh my God, this is going to be awesome. And this is where I sign off. I don't know when I will be back up and running again. Hopefully I will be there in the morning. But you know, keep an eye out, you know, keep your notifications bells signed up and ready for them to ring and ding-a-ling, and make sure that, you know, you give everybody, you know, like a little bit of love, because it's all about, you know, Friday Night Live this week and getting everybody in there to, you know, safe and sound, because some people are driving in from out of town. They're going to have some storms, and, you know, let them get where they're going, and, you know, get there and be happy. It is, let's see, we've got, what do we have this morning? Looks like, I was looking for Mo. No, Mo does a morning stream. Mo in the deep end. And why does it show? Why is it not showing? Now I know Mo streams in the mornings, and unless she's just not feeling well, she should be having a stream come up. Well, oh, I know what I can do. I can do this one. Let's see. We will go and get you this one right here. Everybody, I'm going to send all of you fine folks over to this guy right here, and make sure that whenever you get there, you give him a nice big thumbs up, give him some love. And I'm sending all you fine folks over to Aussie Overlord. Give him a big hello, give him a big welcome, scare the hell out of him, whatever you need to do. But this is where I jump off for a little bit, and I've got places to be, things to do. Peace, y'all. Have a good morning. See you soon.
Now I gotta call somebody to come get me because my car turned into a spaceship and I don't know how to fly it. I'm not an astronaut.